And if you want to get creative, you can use a tree like this and turn it into a pull-up bar. If you're looking for a snowball fight, then today's your day. Temperatures are going to be in the mid-30s. Most students weren't so lucky. Most of the freshmen who would have been living and learning here are now living and learning online. That's 2 and 3 days where this playground could be carrying the coronavirus. I'm going to try to take a half-court shot, which is 47 feet, which here in my yard takes me all the way into my garage. Let's see how I do. So it doesn't look like I'd be getting any ISZone tickets, but hey, it's the shot that counts. Rain pretty much Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So if you're looking to get outside, this weekend's going to be your day. We have those nice 50 temperatures and partly cloudy skies. So it might have been football season yesterday, go green, but it's definitely going to be a snowball season today. That's right, the S word. Back on the National Weather Service forecast for Michigan, snow showers, and I don't know if you can see behind me, but it's already starting to snow. Take a look outside. So I'm outside right now, and you can probably hear the wind gusts and see the trees behind me. The wind gusts are already starting, and it's already starting to snow. It's really hard to see right now. Like I said, there's nothing really sticking. We're just supposed to be getting a dusting in most of the state. It's once you get up north into that big rapids area, you're going to see those 3-4 inches of snow. And of course, with these strong 40-50 mile an hour winds, those of you that live on or near the lakeshore, you're going to be seeing a lot of waves. We could see 12 to 14 foot waves towards the north, Muskegon, Grand Haven area. Once we get farther south into the Holland, Saugatuck, even South Haven area, we can see those waves start to get up to 14 feet. The state of Michigan is a key swing state in the path to the 2020 presidency. In 2016, President Trump was the first Republican in decades to flip the state of Michigan from blue to red in his victory over Hillary Clinton. President Trump and Vice President Biden aren't the only two candidates running for president. I got the chance to meet a third candidate in Detroit.
He's the only one that actually is standing for the Constitution.
This is a campaign rally.
I feel that Joe is the one that best represents that.
About 50 people showed up in the rain in Detroit to hear a presidential candidate.
Our current government is too big, too bossy, too nosy, too intrusive. And besides, what gives them the right?
Dr. Jo Jorgensen isn't a Republican or a Democrat. She's running as a libertarian.
Well, the fact that I've never sent soldiers into needless wars, I've never raised a tax, I've never spent other people's money, and oh, by the way, I know how to balance a budget.
The crowd wants an alternative to the two major candidates, and Jorgensen made it clear what makes her different.
Now, both of them want to spend our money, both of them want to make decisions for us. Neither one has an answer to our crushing healthcare costs, and neither one is going to bring the troops home.
Jorgensen isn't alone in this election. The Libertarian Party has candidates in local elections in all 50 states. Connor Nepomuceno is running for Oakland County Supervisor.
Now is the time to start a new legacy and bring Oakland County in a whole new direction entirely. And I feel that, as a libertarian, that giving Oakland County residents more freedoms is the way to do that.
The candidates and their supporters don't think voting third party means they're throwing their vote away.
Your vote is not owed to one of those duopoly candidates. You should vote for someone you believe in, someone who aligns with your principles.
Voting for your principles was a common theme at this rally.
I have a set of principles that I believe in, founded in freedom to live the way we want to live.
The Libertarian Party is smaller than the two major parties, but they are dedicated. Supporters came from across the state to hear this presidential candidate. Four years ago, Michigan helped President Trump.
Remember that? 4 years ago, Donald Trump has brought the state of Michigan a great red wave.
It was a red wave on a rainy, wet day.
He's the best president that we've ever had, hands down.
Like I said, he fights for people like us every day.
Thousands of Michiganders welcomed President Trump. He stepped off Air Force One at the Lansing Airport and rallied his supporters for an hour. They welcomed him to the Lansing Airport, where thousands braved the rain to hear him speak.
These people are tough. They're from Lansing.
The president started his rally at 3 p.m. By that time, some fans had been waiting in line for 24 hours.
He's working for us. That's what I take away from it.
Trump talked about his opponent,
Be the first one. I will raise your taxes massively.
gas prices,
How do you like the gasoline prices at $2?
and the crowd cheered his message.
And I've been a Democratic activist for, like 40 years. Trump, his policies just made sense.
Well, we saw somebody fired up about winning an election.
Michigan was one of 3 rally stops on that day for the president. Those other campaign stops were Wisconsin and Nebraska.
I was a little heartbroken at first, but I can't say I didn't see it coming.
Ben Adams is one of less than 2,000 students living on campus this semester.
But I was anxious, was I going to be able to go to campus?
A far cry from the 14,000 students that normally call campus home.
So I've been able to meet a lot of people on Zoom and in person, and that's kind of kept me going.
Most students weren't so lucky. Most of the freshmen who would have been living and learning here are now living and learning online.
I was frustrated, but also not surprised.
But I just thought there was too much of a risk and uncertainty to plan on going this semester.
Dana Olson and Rohit Paul are 2 of the thousands of MSU freshmen learning from home.
I definitely thought it was gonna be just for first semester.
Making new friends has been difficult for these students in a virtual environment.
It's all right. I think it's the best you can get.
And neither one is optimistic about the idea of an online spring semester.
If it continues, I'll start to feel more and more like I want to be on campus and that I might want to be somewhere else.
Unless things change for spring, thousands of students will continue to learn online. In East Lansing, I'm Connor Smithee, Focal Point News.